Hello everybody, this is Delta, and we're back with my heart had wings. Let's carry on. After Kotori went home, I did a web search on a PC in the office. If I remember correctly, €1 is 110 yen right now. So, whoa, this is expensive. Even if I use all my savings, this will be difficult. But if I have this, perverted sites. Yes, I'm looking at all the hentai, ha 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 ha, all the tentacle porn. Wah! Aggie had come up behind me, so it was already too late to panic. She was looking at the display from over my shoulder. Yeah, just taking a look. A cockpit for people with handicaps. I was looking at a German glider production company's website. I had been gone to different glider-related websites before I found it by chance. It seems there are cockpits that allow people who can't use their legs to fly. I cobbled together the limited information I had and finally found this site. But it's made in Germany. I wonder how expensive it is. Very probably. On top of that, it doesn't seem like you can just order it either. I had read an account of a Japanese person who had bought it. It seems that they had to go through legal procedures and all kinds of annoying stuff. Well, that makes sense. A normal person doesn't go on the internet just to buy a random piece of glider parts. Whatever. I don't know. After all, our glider has an original airframe. Yeah, we could have Kotori fly. I said that with a sigh, and Aggie laughed. What are you laughing about? You know as well as I that Kotori wants to fly, right? Don't play dumb. Kotori first said so around the time that Amani said we don't have enough pilots. After that, she didn't say anything else about it, even once. But looking at her, it was obvious. Has she already gone home? I see. How was she? When I asked, Aggie made a slightly surprised face. Well, it seems she got a letter. No. Baka. I wouldn't say that, but... Oh wow. Okay, I'm bothered by it. Tell me, Aggie-sama. Sama. Do? Saying that, Aggie took a side glance and watched for my reaction. She wanted to see what kind of face I'd make and was implying something on purpose, but I'm sure my agitation showed on my face just now. Just as I thought, Aggie smiled a cruel, complacent smile. Obviously. Stop being such a tease. You're having fun with this, aren't you? You have such a charming personality. We have to be on Kotori's route right now, don't we? We have to. We probably are. She peeked at me. Quit watching for my reaction every time. She wants to be alone, so she went back early, right? So I can't just intrude on her, can I? Girls, aye. I don't have anything else to do. What am I supposed to do? That is true. Get it out already. You don't have to tell me that. I'll go back in a bit. I should never have asked in the first place. While complaining, I was looking at the site in German. And sunset. And now night sky with stars in it. And clouds. I'm just describing everything right now. It's been a year since I started preparing the dorm's dinners with Kotori. I've gotten used to it. And we were a pretty good team. But as for today... She's sighing again. She's been like this the whole time. She's missing the spirit that she usually has. I wonder if she's thinking about her reply to the love letter. Thinking about that, even I got restless. Hey, don't zone out like that when you're holding a knife. Hey, are you listening? Ow. See, I told you to be careful. Painful. Ow. How deep was it? Kaneko, can you get the first aid kit? I called over to Kaneko, who had been watching TV in the dining hall. Thank you very much. Show me the cut. Is it deep? Bright red blood was running down her slender, supple fingertip. Ooh, things are getting intimate here. Doesn't seem that deep. I wiped the blood away with a tissue and then applied a bandage. Now, do you want the one with dinosaurs or do you want the one with pretty flowers on it? I don't know what happened to you, but don't zone out like that. Kotori answered while idly rubbing her fingertip, which was wrapped with the bandage. After hesitating for a bit, I spoke. If you want to talk, I'll listen. Aren't you worried about something? If you are, you can tell me. I was a bit embarrassed and said it in a bit of a blunt fashion. Kotori was taken aback for a moment, and then... Sure it is. I see. While answering, I felt a throbbing pain in my chest. It's love, my friend. It's full-on love. It was like a small needle being pushed in. Right. Kotori was probably panicking and followed up like this because I wasn't saying anything. Yeah, I got it. I smiled and replied, this isn't good. Ever since learning about the love letter, I felt strange. Yo? Okay. What is it? Yo. Really? Everything's the same as always. Burn the food? Uh-oh. That's gonna be tasty. Burnt cabbage or something. Burn my... Black smoke was swirling out of the frying pan. Oh no! Why didn't you tell me earlier? Very tasty. My burnt food. Special. I guess I'll have to make it over. I wonder if there are any ingredients left over. This was adding insult to injury. Okay, please do. I need you, please. I washed the frying pan and make the main dish again. As Kaneko had said, this is the first for me since entering Flying Fish Manor. Since Kotori is helping me, it shouldn't take that long, but still. Anyway, what are you going to do this year? Summer break. You aren't going to go home? As far as I know, Kotori has only gone home once this year. And even then, that was during the new year. She'd been driven by Hibari, and it was only for a day. Can't miss a manner. I see. As unnatural as it sounds, I was relieved that Kotori wasn't going home. It wasn't about the club activities. It was because if Kotori had said she would spend the entire summer break at home, I would have been really lonely. Ah, poor Aoi. It's not like you have a bunch of other people you could hang out with. You got Aggie here, you got the twins, you got Mao Bao if you could drag him outside or something, I don't know. Final exams ended, and it was the last day of the first term. During the boring closing ceremony, all I could think about was Kotori. Okay, we have to be on the route right now. We have to. Aye. It had only been 2 days since she had received the love letter from Madaya, whatever, however you say his name. It seems she hasn't replied yet. She wasn't as spirited as usual, and seemed deeply immersed in thought pretty often. I couldn't intrude, since she wasn't saying anything to me. Even if I tried, I wouldn't have any advice for her. But it does bother me. Aggie enjoys watching me worry endlessly as I hold on to these feelings I can't express. At the moment, I'm alone. Aggie said she was going shopping and left before me with the other girls from her class. With a listless expression, Kotori said I don't feel well and left too. I guess I'll stop by the secret base and then go back. I don't have much to do, but it's better than going back to my dorm. I was thinking that when... Oh, hello,
これ参ったわね。
Kaneko. Wrong person. You both have K's in your names. Sorry. After leaving the school gates, I saw Kotori and Kaneko. Kaneko was kneeling down and peering at the lower portion of Kotori's wheelchair. What happened?
葵くん、なんかね、動かなくなっちゃったんだって。
Oh. Didn't seem like it had another flat tire. The frame is bent and the wheel is touching against it.
こりゃ応急処置じゃどうにもならんね。
Kotori sitting on the wheelchair had an uneasy look on her face. Hold on a sec. Are we ringing? Trying to reassure her, I put my hand on Kotori's head and took out my cell phone. At a time like this, I could rely on Anchan. Oh, there we go. Oh, hey, Anchan. Are you okay to talk? I explained the situation to Anchan. You really saved me, thanks. I hung up the phone and looked back at Kotori. If we leave the wheelchair somewhere Anchan can find it, he says he'll pick it up and repair it. He said it probably won't even take a day.
よかった。
Finally, Kotori had a look of relief on her face. Kotori is really... I don't know what the word for it is. Really not herself, I suppose. Yeah. If the wheelchair breaks, Kotori can't go anywhere.
あとは小鳥ちゃんがどうやって寮まで帰るかだね。
That is true. Should I call a taxi?
それか自転車で二人乗りして帰るかだね。
Kaneko points at a bicycle that was sitting near us. Kaneko commutes to school by bicycle. No, that won't work. Kotori can't move her legs. In other words, even if she sits down, it'll be difficult for her to balance her body.
じゃあタクシーを呼びますか。
Can't she go on the back or something? Yeah, that'd work. I think.
私自転車がいい。
Kotori suddenly spoke up.
ね、乗せて自転車に。
Why are eyes sparkling like that? They were sparkling as much as Asa's were when she heard the word camp.
だってタクシーだとお金かかるし。
That's true.
それに自転車がいいの。葵くんが運転してよ。自転車部だったんでしょ。
Kotori.
じゃ、頼んだよ。
Kaneko spoke simply, left the bicycle and started to walk. Wait, Kaneko! Kaneko waved goodbye and just walked off. I guess we have no choice. I guess she is going on the back then. Grab my arm, don't let go. I set Kotori sideways onto the rack of the bicycle, which was on its stand. I left the wheelchair near the school gates, where it could be seen. This would allow Anchan to get it later. There's no way someone would steal it.
結構高いのね。
Would anyone even want to steal a wheelchair? Probably not. Holding on to me, Kotori was shivering. It was unstable and higher than a wheelchair, so I'm sure it was scary. Do you want to go for a taxi after all?
自転車がいい。
She was being stubborn as always. Okay, whatever you do, don't let go. Got it?
わかった。
After emphasizing that point, I sat on the bicycle seat and pedaled. The bicycle slowly began to move.
おおおお
Don't fall off now.
すごいすごい走ってる。
Please don't get too excited. We've only moved like 2 inches.
だって。
Grip. Kotori firmly held onto my back. Yes, just keep it like that.
どうぞ。
With Kotori seated on the back, I glide down the gentle slope in front of the school gate. I'm going slowly, but I pass by Kaifu students who are walking home, one after another. Everyone was looking at Kotori, who was in high spirits.
すごいすごい。
Lots of wows today. Kotori is famous among the students at our school, in a lot of ways. It was probably the first time for them to see Kotori not sitting in a wheelchair. Riding a bike like this, she looked like a regular girl that you'd see anywhere.
すごいね。速いね。
It's not scary?
全然。
Well then, shall we take the scenic route? Hearing Kotori's spirit's reply, I put a bit more energy into pedaling. I branch off from the route I usually take and enter a different street. Eventually, the bike climbs up an embankment and goes onto a road that runs alongside the lake. Hey, CG image!
湖だ
I can finally make a thumbnail! Yay! From the road built on top of the embankment, one could see all the way to the cliff on the other side of the lake. The surface of the lake sparkled brightly in the summer sun, and beyond that was a group of windmills.
すっごく気持ちいい
Kotori said this while feeling the wind against her skin.
自転車って最高だね
Panting? I know! Right? I replied, feeling as though I was being complimented directly.
葵くんしんどそう
I'm fine. I haven't ridden a bike for a while, so my body hasn't quite remembered the process yet. That's all. I must not have pedaled like this for about 2 years. The pedals of the bicycle are light, so even pedaling hard doesn't move me very far forward.
私ね自転車乗るの初めて
Oh, really? Is that right?
今まで乗ったことなかったのこんなに気持ちいいんだ自分で漕げたらもっと気持ちいいんでしょうね
Yeah. I reply in a bragging manner again.
グライダーで飛ぶのもこんな気持ちなの
I'm not sure about that. I'd imagine it's a looser feeling. In reality, it's faster than a bicycle though. But the scenery is so great, you can't even compare it.
私はもうずっと車椅子からしか景色を見てなかったからこれでも十分新鮮だわ
Ah.
ほんの少し目線が高くなるだけでこんなにも違って見えるから不思議よね
Sitting on the rack, Kotori straightened her back as if to stretch. Oh, there we go, another image. One sec. There you go, that looks actually quite nice, doesn't it? I like that. There's no movement, but it looks nice. Oh no. I lost my balance and become unsteady. Kotori quickly grabbed onto my back, my lower back.
怖かった落ちるかと思った
I told you it was dangerous.
ごめん
If she falls, she'll definitely get injured. I put my hands on Kotori's, which were on my lower back, and pulled them to tighten her grip. Don't let go. Don't let go of me. I'm starting to expect them to sing the Queen song, Bicycle, Bicycle. I felt Kotori place her head on my back. Perhaps because she was scared, she got much closer to me than before. Sure, that's the reason why she's getting so close to you. I was a bit embarrassed, but it's dangerous to do otherwise.
汗かいてる
Sorry.
別に嫌じゃないよ
Saying that, Kotori pressed her cheek to my back.
こうしてる方が安心するから
Ah, I see. If Kotori presses against me, she'll sweat even more. But I couldn't exactly tell her to back off. And further, I didn't object to her doing this either. Of course you don't! Don't you feel hot?
風が気持ちいいよ
A cool wind blew from the lake, fluttering Kotori's long hair. The sound of the wheels spinning felt good to my ears. I felt like everything around me suddenly got quiet. I wanted to enjoy this comfortable atmosphere, so I decided to stop talking and just pedal. Kotori wasn't talking either. Maybe she felt the same way. Meanwhile, we were gradually getting closer to the Flying Fish Manor. When we turned right on the next corner, it will be right in front of us. Hey, Kotori. I heard you got a love letter. Have you replied yet?
まだ
Are they going to confess to each other now? We'll see.
なんで
No reason, really. I just wondered what had happened. We went silent again. This was a silence different from a moment ago. It was somehow awkward.
明日返事するつもり
Oh, really?
気になるなんて返事するか
Yeah, well, a little, I guess. Have you already decided?
まだ
I see. Oh, there's the blush. Kotori grabbed my lower back firmly. What's wrong? Are you scared? She shook her head so as to rub her head against my back.
こうしてると安心するだけ。
I see. Me too. I began to say it, but kept my mouth shut. This is a gravelly road, so we'll shake a bit. The bike went along the unpaved gravelly road and then entered a side road. We are almost at Flying Fish Manor. This moment of enjoyment will come to a close. Thinking about that, I suddenly feel lonely and come to a strong realization. I have a crush on Kotori. There we go. Okay. The route has started. And I received a message. Brilliant. Okay then guys, I am going to end it there. I guess the last part was Kotori's route as well. So this is probably part 2 then. Yes. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. This has been Delpha. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. Thank you again, and goodbye.